Hello, and glad to have you here. Today, we're going to talk about your business in respects to who do you think about? What is your focus as you're building your business from the standpoint of those that you want to attract, those people that you want to, actually help. So we're going to talk about that today and from the standpoint, and I'm just going to give you a little background on what I started out with and how that changed for me. So as you're coming on, as you're hopping in, let me know what you think about this topic. Who is it that you're, thinking about? Who is it that is your niche? And, that kind of thing. So let me know where you're coming in from and what do you think about this topic that we're going to talk about today. And I am going to introduce myself. I am Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to use social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. And I do that in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing, I use lead generation, as well as video marketing. And I give updated, modern strategies and tips that are trending as well. So, and if you're catching this live or on the replay, it's all good. You can always catch us on the replay. And if you're here with me live and you can't, comment in or whatever, I also understand that because I know how busy we can be. So just know that you can always direct message me and we can have, a chat. And if you have questions about this or if you want to go a little bit deeper. So just want to get that out there. So let me just tell you a little bit about me and how I started out. Because I wasn't always online. I started out old school, and I started out not really knowing for almost 20 years off and on. I did not know exactly, what it all entailed, and I didn't really take the time to find out because I did work full time and I had kids when I started this. So I, would get, someone would invite me and I would go and then I'd try it and then it wasn't working and then I would drop it. But the main thing through all of those years was the focus on money. It wasn't a focus on people. It wasn't a focus on who I wanted to help. It wasn't a focus on, any of that. It was all about me and the other people that, I was around. It was all about what I could get, and that would make my life better. Not so much a thought about, anybody else's. And for a long time, I didn't know any different. And you can't do different if you don't know better and you don't, learn better. And so I'm so glad that I did. But when you are thinking about your business, especially, I don't know how long you've been building, everybody's going to be at different levels. Some people may be new, some people may have been in this for, 20 years more or whatever. But when you started out, think about what you were like then and what is it like now? Has that changed? Has your who it is that you're thinking about that you can actually really help? Do you think about what it is that you have that can help and not just putting it that same thing on everybody? Because we know that and we've learned that when you're talking to everyone and anyone, you're really talking to no one. We've also learned that when we're trying to push our stuff on people, that nowadays, especially over the last few years with all we've gone through, people don't want that anymore. They don't want to be pushed. They don't want to be pitched. They don't want to be, you know, they don't want to be told that this is what you need. You have to have this because such and such and such. People want to have a choice. They want to feel like they're cared about. And especially with, the way that we've been so separated, people want to be heard. And so, when you think about how you're building and what it is that you're doing, who is it that you're thinking about? Who is it that you want to have you considered who it is that you are trying to get or find, because it used to be, I'm gonna try to get this, I'm trying to get that person, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna get, that kind of thing. But my language has changed as well as my thoughts and my mind. So there comes the different words and different thoughts of who it is that I want to help. And so for me, that was easy. I wanted to help people that were out there like me that were going around, running around, mall sharking, store sharking, stopping people and, pitching them and telling them, that this was something they had to have. I remember doing that, but it's not the way that people want to be approached nowadays. It's about connection. It's about wanting to truly help a certain group of people. For me, it was business builders who are out there like me. For you, it may be something else. It may be weight loss. It may be health and wellness. It may be real estate. It may be chiropractic. It could be any of those things. But it's just important to know, for me, I learned to understand and know inside that I wanted to help someone. And for me, that changed the way that I saw things. I wasn't just looking for the almighty dollar. That's important because it's our business and it's, our livelihood. But it's important that we consider those people that we want to help. And when people feel heard and they feel like you are for them and you're not trying to just get something from them, then it just seems to me that those people that you want to help, whatever that group is, that they're more open to what it is that you have for them. And even if you don't have, say you're in health and wellness and they want to do something different, they're looking at something different, but they trust you because they've been listening to you and they like you and they feel like you're for them. So then in that case, they might say, I really do like and I learned so much from you. But what I'm really looking for is such and such. Would you know anybody that, that I could, talk to, or someone that could mentor me in that aspect? You know, and that's okay because we only want people that are going to be able to come and want to stay with us. But we also want to be able to help people that want to come and learn from us. And then we want them to be able to go out on their own and do the things that they want to do because we've helped them to learn certain things and they figured out what niche it is that they want. And so it may not be with you. And that's okay, right? I mean, what do you think about that? Let me know something and drop something in the chat for me. It's just, I've just learned over time to change my focus from looking at what I can get out of somebody and look more at how I can help to relieve the problems that people like me had out there when I was out there. Um, you know, running, here and there because I started my kids were small when I started doing the side gig thing with business building and being a direct seller and that kind of thing. So, I didn't like, what I had to do and leaving my kids when they were younger and even leaving them when they got older, and running here and there, this meeting, that meeting, and that kind of stuff, because then I was leaving them alone to, do things for themselves when they were younger and they, shouldn't be left. And then, so that was very emotional to me. It was very frustrating, upsetting. And that overall, eventually I started looking for something else. And that is how I ended up online. So for me, this works for me. This works for me to be able to come online and help and to be able to do live video and share information, to share things that help people, share, my journey, to share the things that I've been through and how I've found my way out and how I'm building my business now. And that's more so looking at who I can help because I truly believe that that almost anyway, sorry. Yeah, because I truly believe that as I help someone else, that that causes me to be helped. It makes me feel good on the inside, as well as I've made a friend or a customer or and a business partner or a team member, so all I'm asking and wanting you to get from this today is look at who it is that you're thinking about as you're building your business, as you're going about, if you're online, which most of us are. It's a crowded, online space now. But as you're on here, are you still looking at what it's going to get for you, or are you looking at what you can do to help somebody else, which will have so much more of an impact, as far as I'm concerned, from what I've seen for myself and others, that we look at what we can do to help others to be able to build their business and get where they're going, and in life, and that's just, it's a good feeling to be able to help somebody and then have them stay with you, or have them go on to better things, something that they really wanted to do, something that's really important to them, that's going to help them to help other people, because that's more important in the long run. Because as you do that, for me, I receive the blessings. I receive, I think in abundance instead of scarcity, and when that scarcity tries to come back, at me, I'm like, no, 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 I'm not going there. I keep changing my language, and I keep, saying, no, not going there. I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to be scared that I don't have enough of this. I don't have enough of that. I believe in abundance, and that is what I believe, helping others, those people that you want to help, and everybody has someone different. There's so many different things out there, so many different niches, and so many ways to help others. So hopefully you got from this, who is it that you're thinking about? What can you do to help them? And how can you make help them to make their life better? And then they'll go and share, you know, what you did for them with someone else. And that can only bless you. That can only lift you up and help you with what it is you want by getting, uh what you need, you know. And we all know we need to get paid, but that's just, it just can't be the first thing, according to me, from me. So basically, I hope you got that. And if you have any questions, if I wasn't clear on something, reach me in Messenger, and we can have a chat about it, and I can hopefully make it clearer. And I want to let you know that today is our day on Clubhouse, and that will be, for me, it's at 5:30 Central Daylight Saving Time. And so look it up for you and see what it will be. Because so 5:30 for me, just look it up on Google and see what time it is for you, and come join us as we talk about today. I believe it's about how you can do better with micro video, and might be more about some other things. I don't have the exact title with me right now, but just come, because it's good to be able to get in there. You can ask questions, and Clubhouse, you have more freedom, so I don't have to say business builders when I'm talking about what it is that I'm talking about, direct selling and that kind of thing. I can say what it is, but it's not something that I can do on Facebook or a lot of other platforms. So I'm going to go on and get out of here. I hope this was good for you today. And if you weren't able to get it, do a hashtag replay. I'll give you a shout out either way. And I always come back and check. So take care. Have a good one wherever you are in the world, no matter what time it is for you. Have a blessed day. Bye now.